Hello everybody, this is going to be a very quick video that I'm making because I have this ridiculous problem personally where I can't wake up at night, I can't wake up in the morning, sorry, I stay up too late at night and I can't wake up in the mornings, so I'm going to start, for my own sake, posting videos to Premiere, to all of you people, every morning so that I can get up and join you in the chat. And I don't know if that is a real vote or not, but this video is basically to cover a little handicap that I have placed upon myself that probably doesn't help to improve my overall skill, but I want to share it with you because I find it useful for stuff like decluttering your screen. And I play on a little window. I run the game in a window because my computer isn't that good, and it's 4:3 aspect ratio, obviously. And as you can tell, I don't have a crosshair. And the important thing about that is that it helps me to focus on the center of the screen without needing an annoying green dot to look at, because some people, like myself, find certain details really frustrating to look at because it ruins the vibe of the game, and it's very much overthinking it, I admit that, but I can't jive with a crosshair on my screen. And so I like to try focusing on the center. Obviously there's still a crosshair, right? But if I was to download a custom HUD and just make it so that there's no crosshair, it would fix the problem. It's kind of like what I see with a lot of Doom Eternal videos that I see, or a lot of Doom 2016 stuff, where they play a lot of the master levels and they play with no HUD. Like, that level of skill and understanding about the, oh shoot, was that Dead Ringer? That understanding of where things are going to go on the screen and decluttering your area as much as possible, and just being able to trust the process and trust how much ammo you have, trust all the weapons you've got and stuff, and it's all that, and I want to replicate that in Team Fortress 2. And let's see here. So my little video for the day is a self-handicap because I just wanted to talk about it. It's something I did in pre-Fortress 2 and Team Fortress 2 Classic for a while. I personally enjoy it. It helps me play the game a little better, I think, even though obviously right now I'm being very inconsistent. So that was pretty much it. Just to check up on you people, how you're doing. My mega video, I'm going to call it a mega video from now on, I guess, is coming out soon, I hope. I'm not entirely done with it because, frankly, I'm still waiting for one or two other people to upload their videos so that I can have all the information I need to make the video really as best as possible. And in the meantime, I'm going to get off of this map and just drop into casual. That's pretty much it. I'm just kind of dragging this out a little longer now, but I guess another handicap I could talk about is playing Dust Bowl, because this map is terrible. I don't like this map very much, but another handicap that I like to give myself sometimes is using the CL, first person uses world model thing, because it declutters your screen and you can do stuff like this, and I think it looks pretty cool, and you can run around and actually be a little more immersed in the game. And obviously you're going to do what I do, where you need your player view model actually active on your HUD. I wish I couldn't do that because I like the really old models where they just stand still, like the old TF2 HUD models. But such is life. This is the only way this works at all, because sometimes you forget, like, keeping track of what weapon you're using, you know. It's really difficult when you're playing Spy with the Dead Ringer, because you sometimes forget when your Dead Ringer is out. Oh, I just wanted to meat shot you, and see, that's the other problem with this handicap too, is that you really don't get the same feeling that you would if you turned it off, and you just how do I put it? With the first person uses world model command actually enabled, I cannot for the life of me. Why did I think to bleed him? I should have just shot him. You really get too focused in on the immersion of stuff with the first person uses world model command, and so it forces you to really focus up to what you're doing. You have to know what keybind you have for your weapons so that you know what you're doing, right?
Mission begins in 60 seconds.
So with this, you can actually see the weapon that you're holding, and it gives you a little bit more of an impact of like, oh, I can actually do something, whereas I'm naked and helpless without a gun, because sometimes you feel that when you're playing with first person uses world model, like, because you forget if you even have a gun in your hand or if you have a melee in your hand, like what I had that issue earlier with the two medics that assassinated me. So just wanted to talk about two of those. Those are the handicaps that I use because it teaches me. Honestly, it doesn't teach me a lot, really, about the game, other than that my computer lags a lot, regardless of how low I set certain settings. I'm not going to set my my game settings much lower than the default, because I really don't want to. I will say, though, that the textures load in slower and slower these days. Oh, I didn't bleed anybody. But yeah, this is a difficult run, man. Oh shoot, spy. So, yeah, the double jump with the babyface's blaster, and yeah, also a third handicap I suppose I can talk about is I really enjoy using bad weapons a lot, because it gives me this rough control of things that I normally wouldn't have. Like, when I play sniper, typically I will play with the classic. I really enjoy it. It feels like driving a manual car. There's this very tangible element of operating the rifle that I enjoy. And I'm not really the best at it. But with the carbine and the Wankashanka, which are both apparently like bad weapons, and see stuff like that, I can almost never compare to quick scoping, and that's really where I suffer most with the classic, because I don't ever release on time. But part of it is also trying to re-strengthen my neurons, because I have had this problem ever since I crashed my car back in like January, but now it's really bad because actually, you know, I'm just gonna leave this and try to requeue for payload only. I had this really bad problem when I crashed my car. The second time it was worse, where my focus is completely destroyed. I cannot operate on the same level with any video game anymore, because my neural pathways are broken. My brain is jostled around a little too much, and it's been pretty difficult to get back into it properly. And it's rough too, because I try to play competitively, you know, and I roster ride on a Highlander team right now because I'm not even good enough to be a ringer. And like, even if I just go stock and this is the only war painted item I even have. It's the only one worth having, really. I enjoy this one. I'm gonna move. Another dead lobby. Well, I don't want to be a part of those summer update maps. They're rough. It's just rough. But yeah, oh shoot. I forget that happens. It's difficult to really focus on the game. And so people I talk to are like, why would you have the handicaps in place then? And it's because, I'll be honest, I'm not really sure why I have them in place. It's kind of just an old habit that I stubbornly don't want to get rid of, particularly the no crosshair thing. It never really affected my gameplay that much, and I have... Oh, I forgot that happens. I'm just comfortable playing badly, I guess. Sorry that I'm so defocused in my talking, by the way. I'm better at talking when I play a game like Minecraft or something, but shooter games, you know, I can't autopilot this kind of thing unless I'm actively playing to die, which currently it looks like I am. And the motorcycle just ran through. And I still can't really shoot that well. There was a tip that Fat Magic... I heard Fat Magic say one time, I think it was in the El Maxo video, 100 Days of Sniper, where where you want your crosshair to already be on the target as much as possible so that you can have the least amount of flick, so that you just track up naturally to their head. And that's pretty difficult for me because that's why I lose all of my sniper duels. I scope in and then move, and they're already there when I scope in. So... playing against that is really difficult, and I don't know if I ever had that skill at one point. All I know is that I don't anymore. And I'm a little sad about it because I can't just play the game the way I used to. I used to be a pretty competent sniper player, and now I can't play for crap. And so I hear all these people talking about how, oh, Sniper needs a nerf, and it's like, honestly, I wish Sniper was easier to learn. Like, I started with him as my main class. He was the first character I ever played, because he seemed the most familiar to me, coming from a background where all I had played was classic Doom. Like, I couldn't play Soldier or anything, and then I became a Scout main, and then I moved back to Sniper because I just found him pretty enjoyable. And I still can't aim very well because I don't trust myself to aim well, really, at all. He's going to come in and just dunk on me, I think. But there's stuff like that, you know, and playing this game has been pretty difficult for me, and I might never be able to play the same way I once used to. I'll be honest, I might not even get to play the game the same way, like... One day I may never be able to play the game anymore, just because it might be too much on my brain, but I'm certainly not going to let it stop me from playing, because even if I'm never good at the game ever again, I'll still play it, because this game has something in it that I can't find in any other online game, just any online game, period. There's something intrinsically valuable about it that I cannot for the life of me give up. Like that, I guess. That's the first... Oh, I thought that was the first kill I had this whole game. Oh, okay. Well, anyways, just wanted to talk about that. I'm not playing too well. And that's okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just 3 handicaps. Oh! Alright then. Glad I got that on footage. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Farewell.